Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're checking out the Klein Machining AR RPK. Now, it doesn't look like an RPK, but that's what it's marketed as. Normally when you buy this from Klein Machinery, it's got a 24-inch barrel with an RPK style bipod on it. I chose to be different, not like other boys and girls. So I went with a 20-inch heavy barrel and an M60 bipod because why not? It just looks cool. If you want to see a test in the 24-inch configuration with the RPK bipod, check out the link below in the description box for Brent0331's video on this. It's pretty dang awesome. Now, you might somewhat recognize this rifle. This lower half here in this optic was on my AR with the Black Label bipod that I used over in Finnish Brutality 2020 and also at Tiger Valley in 2019. However, the Black Label bipod is kind of offline right now because one of the bipod legs is messed up, and from what I can tell, Black Label bipod is just not around anymore, so I can get any servicing done. So I'm giving more priority to this setup. What I'm doing now is taking the first shots and zeroing this because I intend to take it to Finnish Brutality 2021. Alright, that's the first 3-shot group at 100 meters just to see where the bullets are going. The cool thing I already like about this setup is the gimbalness on the bipod makes getting the magazine out easy, which will make for quick reloads. As I filmed the zeroing of the scope, had a little bit of wind that day, not much, definitely not enough to affect grouping on the target, but enough to make the microphone get washed out by the wind noise. So I'll give you the consolidated version here. Fired off some shots. I had switched the scope from the Black Label bipod barrel over to this one. The two are not the same barrel, so the impacts were in a very different zone. They were just barely hitting the cardboard actually. And I did a series of corrections till I got everything to where it needed to be. The group that you see here is not as big as it looks because that's with 2 brands of ammunition. Those to the top and the right of the target were with some Hornady Tap 55 grain. Those targets those hits that are in the center and to the left are with just plain old Remington green box. And the thought behind using different types of ammo in my zero was when I get to Finland, I don't know what kind of ammo I'm going to get. Could be PMC, could be Magtech, could be Tula, could be anything, to be honest. So my zero on this was 0 for all types of ammo, and I think I pretty much achieved that. Definitely, as you can see there, multiple groups, but they all get progressively closer to the center. I measured each time. The Hornady Tap was getting about a 1.5 MOA, or actually just a tad over 1 in some groups, and the Remington green box was just a shade under 2 MOA, which, you know, for 5.56 out of a heavy barrel, that's not bad, especially with the lower end ammunition like the Remington green box. Alright, so this AR RPK, that's actually more an AR M60 or maybe even more Colt LMG-esque, is designed for volume of fire. It's nice and accurate, as we found out, shoots, you know, a little over 1 MOA at 100 meters. But is that really what it's for? No. This is to lay down a suppressive fire, a withering field of fire to make your enemies crumble before you. Got a lower here that I've moved it on to that has a Fostech Echo 2 binary trigger. Let's see what happens. So I outran the trigger a little bit, but otherwise put down a pretty good staccato of fire there. But that's not enough, is it? Magpul D60 drum. Let's see what happens. All done, no mouths. We hope you found this test of the Klein Machining AR RPK helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future videos on AR-15 variants.